One section we'll see in some of these classes is an eTextbook section. This is just going to be a section that has the links to the textbooks, as a lot of them are ebooks. This will also provide information on if they need to pick up their books in person for residential classes. So here's an example of one where there's a few different books listed in the class. So let's see how we can build this section for a new class. So in this case, if you ever wanted to add a new section, if you open up the section before and click on Add Topic, we'll add a new topic. To edit this topic, you can click on the three dots and click Edit Topic. But since I'm just going to change the name, all I want to do is click on the pencil and put the section name, the section name, click Enter. Now we have our new section. So here we want to add activities and resources, and it's just going to be any textbook resources that the student needs. If the book is on VitalSource, which is most of the publishers that we have, this is something that your program director will need to request with IT to add the book in. And so an example of this I have already here, where this book is published through Wiley, which we're getting through VitalSource as an ebook. So IT can add it in. So if you need to do that, but they'll put it in the class. So once they put it in, it's easy enough to move. You just move the cursor over it so that the little arrow points up, click it, and then just put it in the section that you want. So I wanted it in my eTextbook section. So we see here, this ebook is now here. I'm going to rename it just to help when students are looking at it, especially when they're seeing it in this side flow here. So it's identified as an ebook. So I'm going to click on the pencil. So this lets me know it's ebook in my healthcare analytics ebook. If we wanted to add a Cengage book, this is something that we can do ourselves. And typically I only add the ebook version of it. I won't add like the Mind Tap. But to do this, I'm going to add an activity or resource. I'm going to choose external tool. And here in the pre-configured tool, I'm going to go to Cengage and select content. So here we want to add, actually, these are the two books I want to add, but let's see how we can search for it. So I know this is business analytics. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go add ebook. And here you can search. So I want to add the whole book here at the start. So I'm going to click on this drop down and click link for ebook. And then I'm going to change this to ebook business analytics. So I know that's what it is. Cengage. I'm like, for the grade, I'm going to make sure there's none. Activity completion, I'm going to mark it as completed when students view this activity. Save and return the course. Now we see we have one ebook here and a second ebook here. We can also add ebooks through the sharing cart, which there is another ebook I'm going to add here. All right, so we have our books here for the students to access. So it's very easy when they're going through. If they need to get the ebook, they click here, they see these are my different books. Let me just change this one too. So it's the same formatting. We see they can easily choose the book that they want. You can make it a little bit easier for them to hopefully help them engage with the reading a little bit better by also including the books in the different modules. So say here, for example, I know that in module 1 or week 1, depending on what you're using, the students will be reading chapters 1, 2, and 3 from this book. So what I'm going to do here in module 1 is I'm going to add this to my sharing cart. Ebook healthcare, and in module 1, I'm going to add it again. I'm going to change this to read chapters 1 to 3 in So this here, it's just brings them straight to the book again, but it's telling them what they need to do, and it's putting it here in front of the week. So instead of listing in text, read chapters 1 to 3 in the book, they have to come back and search for it and click it and find chapters. Here, it's straight telling them what to do in the module. Similarly, we know for this course in the business analytics book, they need to read chapter 1. This is a Cengage book, so you can get a little bit more granular. So I'm going to add the Cengage book similar to how we added it previously, and it should already be kind of linked to the book. So here we have the option to link individual chapters. And as I mentioned, I wanted to have them read chapter 1 for this module. So I'm going to click on just chapter 1, continue. I'm going to change the title also, read chapter 1 from the ebook Business Analytics, grade none, CV completion, completed one day view it.
Is when I change these settings also to make sure that grade is none, CV completion chapter is completed.
Okay, so the reason that I am adding these individually, A, is to make it easier for the students, for them to navigate to what they need to read. But also I have the activity completion on. So this will allow me to pull a report to see who's actually clicking on these readings. So maybe we see at the very beginning of the class, everybody clicked on these, but then they don't click on it again for the rest of the class. So that lets me know that potentially they're not engaging in the reading. But say maybe for module 1 they're clicking, module 2 they're clicking, and module 3 it drops off. Then it lets me know, okay, by module 3 I need to try to find a different way to engage the students if the readings aren't working. So it's kind of a data tracking to identify the trends in terms of students engaging with the material. So I will go through and add the specific chapters for each module for these textbooks in order for me to help the students engage. It doesn't take me much more time to do, and hopefully it can make a difference for the students. But that's how you add your textbooks and how you can even add it, how you could add it each week. And get as granular, at least with Cengage, by adding the specific chapters, or the students click it, it'll take them to that specific chapter.